Okay, so today I did my ticket I've been talking about forever for the stupid dog law. It was just ridiculous. I couldn't even believe it. It was like being punished for even calling the police out here on someone else than giving me the ticket. So stupid. But anyways, I put it off because I thought, surely the government's going to collapse by then. Oh, but no, somehow, I don't know where they get their lifeline or how long this has to go on. But, one of my friends said in Australia yesterday, one of the freedom fighters, and essentially a freedom fighter over there is what we consider a patriot. And the ones that are on the street that are trying to give people information, that are going out and, being really active on the streets. And so, the ones that show up at the places around and, catch footage of different things that, okay, well, that doesn't make sense. So on this one, she said he was live and he wanted to go see because the prime minister was going to be speaking. And it's a very intense situation. Like, everybody hates this prime minister and wants them dead because it's very draconian there. It's like super duper lockdown. They're about to start going door to door, enforcing those things. So anyways, he wanted to go and see this prime minister speaking. And while he's live, he starts saying, hey, you guys, this is fake. This isn't real. There's like no cops. There's nobody here protecting them. There's no security detail. What do we keep saying about Joe Blow? That it's the same thing. Everywhere, if you pay attention, everywhere he's going, oh my gosh. I've seen a lot of presidents interact in the public, over time. And I just think back on the Reagan thing. And that they played that over and over and over and over. But when a president is out, they are surrounded. They are surrounded. How many ever feet away from them they have got security all around them, and they have security that are watching. Like, there's no way that people could get close up to a normal president and be yelling "fuck you" and all that stuff. No way. It would be seen as a threatening situation. They would be in whatever protection mode. So it makes no sense. It's ridiculous. But so he was saying that, yeah, there's nobody there, and the prime minister just comes out. He said, this is all a pretend. None of this is real. Like, this is all fake. And it is all fake. I wish it would, start getting the shift to, I don't know what all has to happen to get to the shift. Like, I don't know. Are we literally splitting into two realities? When I very first heard about that splitting, this concept of the two earths and going from the negative to the positive, and the movement, all that stuff, I never, even in my stuff, I've said it, it's hard to know, like, is this a literal thing? I mean, it's pretty weird when people are seeing other planets and stuff like that, but see, I don't see the sky and stuff as a solar system in the sense that other people do. So things are definitely changing around us, which gives me, the same thing from all the ancient texts and stuff about that this switch would be happening. But when I started hearing about this a long time ago with the two, I didn't see it as like actually two totally different realities separating like this. Like, I don't know how far this is going to go. I don't know if that is a part of it, or if this is going to be this event, because all along I thought that there would be, and I still do. I'm not saying I don't think so anymore. I still think, until we actually split and we're not with these people anymore, I'm going to keep thinking there's an event that's going to happen that's going to be shocking and wake people up. And I know there's one after another, but really think about this, like, how many doctors and lawyers, people that we would consider to be more powerful, that they were completely a part of the system, and how many of them now are going in and seeing some of this stuff through a different kind of viewpoint, and having to get certain things. I mean, there's people in these people's reality who are leaving this realm, to change, because think about how that will affect everything else, because these are people who are, making laws and trying to get us to follow them and stuff. So when that ripples out, so that is a huge awakening on its own right there. These people are completely trusted, running in, getting one after another, and, shaming the rest of us. They're starting to have effects from this situation. And then, just like that concert where all of those kids went who, they're all wrapped up in music. They don't even think there's a God and stuff like that. And I can't even tell you how many videos now I've seen that they said they became aware of the weird frequency of how the flames were like the whole scene, and that you could feel like a demon presence. There was people who were crying and screaming out, and ones that were saying that they didn't believe in God before, but now that's a huge awakening right there for those people. Oh, yesterday, this weird fucking storm rolled in. I got up and it was early, so I had fed the dogs and I let them out, and I was going to start doing my recordings and stuff, and I let the dogs out, and then in 1 second they were back at the door, and I heard all of this commotion. It was super loud suddenly. I just opened the door and let them out. It was completely fine. Then suddenly it was just like chaos. So I opened the door again, and it was like the fucking in the Wizard of Oz. It was like this, the rain was just shooting in. It was going sideways. The wind was blowing so hard. The trees were bending. It was so loud. There was so much commotion. And I was like, what the hell? And I started trying to get some video of it. And then my power went out, and it was out all day long. So yesterday I never even got a chance to record. I did some recordings outside while I was walking around and put them on TikTok about things I was thinking about. But, I didn't get to do one of these where it was just dark. It was dark. By the time the power came on, it was dark. So I was like, I never really got a chance to, just sit and do this. It was just the weirdest, most chaotic kind of day, too. It was this weird fucking energy. It was so weird. But the way that storm came in, and then it just disappeared, and then all of a sudden, they cued in the sun and the illuminating heat thing that's up there, and they put that up there for a little bit, and then all of a sudden the clouds came back in again, and then it started raining again, and then it went sunny again. It was like it went through every system possible yesterday. And then somebody stopped by, you know how I feel about that, and came in, and they live a little bit further away, and so they get a different view. And then they were talking to somebody who's in Canada, and that person said that it's a giant tornado, that we had some giant tornado. That's a manufactured weather system. We know what the hell. They're doing all of these weather systems, and, when it went so fast like that, I thought, are they trying to do something, and then the Alliance is just coming in right behind them? Because there was one plane after another going overhead when that was going on. It was crazy. And then during the sunny part, I went out and I was cleaning up the yard, and that's when I did some videos out there. But there was so many planes going. It was really crazy. So yeah, there's definitely stuff going on. The whole thing is like just trying to understand like what this actual split is, how literal, and how, there's so much going on, and it's so exciting. I wish there was way more open communication, sitting in a room and talking about it. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because it's fascinating, really. But, okay, I've got so many things I want to talk about, especially from yesterday and stuff. One of the things, now I'm getting confused if I already talked about this, because I did some TikToks. But one of the things that I thought of too was when we had to learn cursive. For us, we spent hours and hours and hours having to learn cursive. And then when it was now suddenly they're not going to teach it anymore, but cursive is your signature. So now they're going to take away signatures too. And then the whole thing with the filter faces, I know that had to do with starting to not like your own face. And then people get in this weird illusion of not being able to take the face that they want into the real world and all the weird stuff that goes on with that. But it is just, oh, dang it. My phone's about to die. So I'm going to have to go plug it in. And then I will come back and finish this.